Welcome back to online classes. Dear students, how are you? Today I am going to discuss with IPC, that means Indian Penal Code. Okay. Section 370 surplus 1. 370 surplus 1. Explain about trafficking of person. Trafficking of person. What is that meaning? The act explained that whoever for the purpose of exploitation, number A, recruits, transports to 3 harbors, 4 transfers, 5 receives a person or persons by. Okay, I will explain one by one. Okay, this is act, and also explain this act. First, using threats. If anyone of the person using threats, this is a first stage. The secondly, using force or any other form of coercion, whatever it may be. And thirdly, by abduction. Or fourthly, by practicing fraud or deception. Or fifthly, by abuse of power, is abusing of his power. And sixthly, by inducement, including the giving or receiving of a payment or benefits in order to achieve the consent of any person having control over the person recruited, transported, harbored, transferred or received. Okay, so commits the offense of trafficking, trafficking, trafficking. The explanation 1, as per the act, the expression exploitation shall include any act of physical exploitation or other form of sexual exploitation, slavery or practices similar to slavery, servitude or forced removal of organs. As per this section of act, explanation 2, the consent of the victim is immaterial in determination of offense of trafficking. Okay, section 370 subclass 2 explain about whoever commits the offense of trafficking shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not less than 7 years but which may extend it to 10 years and shall also liable to fine. And section 370 subclause 3 of IPC, where the offence involves the trafficking of more than one person, it shall be punishable with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 10 years but which may extend it to imprisonment for life imprisonment, and shall also be liable to fine. And section 70 subclass 4, section 370 subclass 4 of IPC explain about the offence involves the trafficking of a minor, it shall be punishable with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 10 years but which may extend it to imprisonment for life, shall also liable to fine. Okay, and section 370 subclause 5 of IPC, where the offence involves the trafficking of more than one minor, it shall be punishable with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 14 years but which may extend it to imprisonment for life and shall also be liable to fine. Section 370 subclause 6 of IPC, if a person convicted of the offence of trafficking of minor on more than one occasion, then such person shall be punished with imprisonment for life, which shall mean imprisonment for the remainder of that person's natural life, and shall also be liable to fine. And section 370 subclause 7 of the IPC, when a public servant or police officer is involved in the trafficking of any person, then such public servant or police officer shall be punished with imprisonment for life, which shall mean imprisonment for remainder of that person natural life, and shall also be liable to fine. As per this section, the amendment of 2013, while the Criminal Law Amendment Act, same 2013, Act 13 of 2013, the entire section has been changed so as to enlarge the scope of offence and include within its purview not just the mischief of slavery, but but trafficking in general of minors as also adults, and also forced or bonded labor, prostitution, organ transplantation, and some extent marriages. Okay. For the purpose of this new offence, the offender has been classified into 5 categories, thus covering every aspect of the commission of such offence. A person can be held liable within the mischief of his offence if he either, number 1, he is a recruiter, or is a transporter, or is a arborist, or is a transferers, or is a receivers, a person or persons. Okay, these are all included. But after this Amendment Act, the prior substitution by section 8 of the Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013 stood as under section 370 is changed. Now what happened here after the amendment of Criminal Procedure Code Act? Now the section 370 explain about of IPC: whoever imports, exports, removes, buys, sells, or disposes of any person as a slave, or accept, receives, or detained against his will any person as a slave, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 7 years, and shall also be liable to fine. Okay, the section of this code relating to slavery were enacted for the suppression of slavery, not only in its strict and proper sense, namely that condition whereby any absolute and unlimited power is given to the master over the life, fortune and liberty of another, but in any modified form where an absolute power is asserted over the liberty of another. As per this section of ingredients, the section makes a penal. The number 1, the importation, exportation, removal, buying, selling of a person as a slave. This is ingredient number 1. And ingredients number 2, the disposal of a person as a slave, and number 3rd ingredient, the acceptation, reception, or detention of any person against his will as a slave. Okay, as per this section, what is the meaning of slave? as a slave. Here, slave is a creature without any rights or any status whatsoever, who is or may become the property of another as a mere chattel. The owner having absolute power of disposal by sale, gift, or otherwise, and even of life or death over the slave without being responsible to any legal authority. Okay. There must be a selling or disposal of a person as a slave, that is, a selling or disposal whereby one who claims to have a property in the person as a slave transfers that property to another. Okay, students, as per this section, the heading of buying girls for marriage. What is that? Buying girls for marriage. Buying or importing girls with a view to marriage is not punishable under this section, where or, example, where or having obtained possession of D, a girl of 11 years of age, disposed of her to a third person for value with intention that such a person should marry her, and such person received her with that intention, it was held that or could not be convicted to disposing of D as a slave under this section. Okay. And I will give you case studies for our reference. Selling girl. Here a kidnapped a Hindu girl and sold her to B. Okay. Here A is a person. Okay. A kidnapped a Hindu girl. Okay. A is a kidnapped Hindu girl, sold her to B. A Mohammedan, B made her a Mohammedan, changed her name, supplied her with food and clothes also, but gave her no wages, that means no salary. She was employed in menial services and was not allowed to leave the house. After saying this for 4 years, the girl escaped. What happened here? The court it was held that B was guilty of an offence under this section. What is this under this section? Section 370 of IPC. Import, exports, sales, slavery and all, etc. etc. Okay. And buying a girls. Another example of in the section, S is a person. S transferred to A for rupees 25 is rights in the person of B. Okay. A girl of 13 years of age, in a document in which the transaction was recorded, B was described as a slave girl purchased by S from B. Okay. What happened? The conclusion of this case, it was held that A was guilty of buying B as a slave. That's all. Okay. Okay, students, now it's clear this section. We'll go to another section with another video class. Bye, students. Take care. All the best.